Oh, Vince, I haven't had a snack in so long. I have a snack deficiency.
Oh, no, Aaron. I hate seeing you like this, snackless and weak. But I think I have something that's going to cure all of that because I have a Tokyo Treat box that's full of limited edition Japanese snacks that you literally can't get anywhere else but Japan.
My snack salvation.
Oh, that's right. And I know what you might be thinking, or somebody else. What's Tokyo Treat Box? Well, it's a fun monthly Japanese snack box that is packed with limited edition sweets. I'm talking Kit Kats, chips, noodles, and Japan-only treats that you won't find outside of that country unless you get one of these boxes. Each box delivers the excitement of modern Japanese snack culture straight to your door. And you can experience Japan from the comfort of your own home with Tokyo Treat.
I see the box. It's a beautiful box. But what's inside that box?
Ooh, let's take a look. Oh my God. There's so much in here. Look, there's layers upon layers of snacks. Mm-hmm. It also comes with this cultural guide booklet to tell you all about the theme of the box and snack information, like dietary things, calories, and all that kind of stuff. Look.
What's the theme? Surely it's not just a box of willy-nilly snacks.
Oh, you got that right. Because this month's theme is Osaka Snacktacular. Osaka is a city that's known for its vibrant food culture. You'll discover snacks inspired by local favorites, from savory bites like octopus rice crackers and yummy yakisoba treats to mini sugar donuts. Ooh, those sound really good. And plenty more to enjoy and to share with friends and loved ones, including limited edition Kit Kats. This month's edition is salted caramel Kit Kats. I'm going to dig into one of these right now, if you don't mind.
Of course. While you open up that package, I will say that when we've had Tokyo Treat boxes and I've given them to friends and family, co-workers, everyone is amazed at how much into the future Japanese snacks are versus here in the States. We're years behind in snack technology.
It's true. And Aaron, sorry, I'm interrupting because I got my Kit Kat open and I'm starving, so I'm going to...
You got to break a piece.
Got to break you off a piece of that.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, 2 bite. Immediate second bite. You're shaking your head. I mean, I think I know the answer, but I'll ask. Vince, how do you feel about that Kit Kat? Are you salty or sweet about it?
Oh, I'm really sweet on it, but the cut of that coarse salt as you bite down, adding to the crunch. Kit Kats can be crunchier than normal when you get the salted caramel Kit Kat. I'm really sorry. I can't stop humming because it's so good.
But Vince, I want to get my own. I can't just watch you eat snacks. That doesn't cure my snack deficiency.
Well, Aaron, you can bring the excitement of Osaka's street food scene to your snack time with Tokyo Treat. Just go to team.tokyotreat.com/Kame. That's team.tokyotreat.com/Kame. Get $5 off your first box when you use promo code Kame at checkout.
I'm going to do that right now.
You better, because I'm going to keep ordering these Kit Kats. I'm going for another one.
Kame House Party.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. My name is Aaron.
And I'm Vince.
And this is the universe's only improv comedy, Dragon Ball Watch-Along podcast. We're trying to go through every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball. That's a previous conversation that we had off mic. every we're trying to get our paws on every episode of Dragon Ball that we can get.
Woof.
Woof woof, big dog. But before we do any of that for this week, we got to get into a little something called Kame housekeeping to get you, the listeners, ready for the journey ahead.
Aaron, hold on.
Okay, what's up?
You mentioned housekeeping, and my parents are actually out of town. And
okay.
I was thinking that like you and me call up all of our friends, and for this 400th episode, we have a straight up house party.
We do every week. We do all this cleaning, and we say we're getting everyone ready for the party ahead, but we don't really have a party. You're right. We are liars. We should have a party. We should have a party in a house, right? That's how you say it.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Aaron, you and I, we watched the movie House Party from 1990 for our 400th episode. We're going to have a great time talking about it. Oh, yeah.
That's right. We got you.
We got you.
We're not talking about Dragon Ball this week, so check out, I guess, if you're mad about that.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Come back next week for Dragon Ball, because on our 400th episode, we can do whatever we want.
We're 400 episodes old.
Yeah.
Gross.
Ugh.
No, this is the namesake of our podcast. It's a dumb pun off of that title. And Vince, up until this moment, I never watched the original House Party.
Ah, I see. Yeah, no, we had to correct that. We had to have you sit down and get some 90s urban culture into your eyeballs, into your ear holes, all over your body.
Yeah, this is here's the thing. I don't think I've talked about this on the pod, but for most of elementary school, I was like one of the few as a Wasian, I was one of the few white kids at that school. And watching House Party, I'm like, oh, a lot of things got pulled from this movie that were culturally referenced in school.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be late elementary school, early middle school for me.
I
Things
can
I
only
didn't
imagine
realize.
being in school when this movie came out, because I still wasn't here yet.
Almost.
I was almost. I was only like 2 months away from the end of 1990. But yeah, this movie has had and continues to have, I think, a severe cultural impact on like how I've always thought about house parties, because I did get to see this movie a few times when it aired on TV, Comedy Central, like this was like kind of for me the beginning of like, oh, dynamic duos are like a thing to aspire to be. Like I wanted like a ride or die friend that I could do whatever with, that was down for shenanigans, party planning, all that kind of stuff. So I'm really glad that we get to talk about this movie today, tie it back to our show, because we've become over these 10 years quite the dynamic duo.
That's true. We're a kid and play like.
One light skin, one dark skin. See, there we go. The archetype still holds.
That's
firm.
true. I'm a half, much like kid,
and I'm kind of a bad friend, just like Clay.
You planned everything.
That's true, and I do brush my teeth, so I am not Martin Lawrence.
No. We got to floss too.
Old
That's
Dragon Breath didn't floss in 1990.
See, that was the thing. Like Dragon Breath was thrown around late elementary school, early middle school for me, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's just a term. Never realizing that this is 100% the origin of that.
Or what I learned, like the kid and play dance that I was taught at like high school, middle school dances is a bastardized version of the actual kid and play dance. Like we were only doing like the back step tap, and we were doing that wrong. Like, I didn't realize that it's tap, back, 3, tap, tap, tap. Then you do the back tap on the feet. It's so good.
He does teach you poorly in the.
Oh, he teaches you so bad in the movie.
It's like, fellas, it's this.
Hey, man, why you got to play the alky at my party? What a line.
All right, where do we want to start with this bad boy?
All right, so we're talking about House Party from 1990, not to be confused with the reboot that came out in 2023. Okay,
the movie we stole our logo from.
This is a Reginald Hudlin joint directed by. And what do you think? Start with the wiki plot summary, and then we'll
that'll work.
According to Wikipedia,
other things Reginald Hudlin has done is Boomerang, and probably the one I've seen the most, The Ladies' Man.
Oh yes, Leon Phelps, The Ladies' Man. Oh, Reginald Hudlin, he's got like that. Yeah, Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, right? And then The Ladies' Man. All very, very funny films with black leads in it. But House Party, it follows an aspiring MC, aka Play. He's planning the ultimate house party while his parents are out of town. His best friend, Kid, wants to attend, but he gets grounded. He wants to go see his crush, Sydney, but after Kid gets into a fight at school, his father grounds him. Then Kid sneaks out, goes on one of those little journeys with the hilarious mishaps, run-ins with bullies, police harassment, aggressive people everywhere, a little jailhouse number that we're going to get into before finally making it to the dance floor at Play's party. There's dance sequences and contests, rap battles, and close run-ins with neighbors and parents. It is a fun, like 144 minute romp?
100 minute, 144. It's over 2 hours.
You know what? Maybe somebody did more research than they needed to and watched the 2023 movie, which is 2 hours.
No, get out of here.
Aaron, it is the longest 140 minutes. It's a long one.
No, why would you tell us, the world, if you want us to do a Patreon special for the remake and or maybe the sequels.
The sequels, the remakes, let us know if you want more of this after we get through it.
Because there are the short film that this is based on, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 other house parties, including House Party Tonight's the Night in 2013.
I did not see that one, but I remember seeing parts of 2. Like I think when 2 came out, it was definitely playing on BET, and I remember some of that's where I learned a little bit more about like step dances and fraternities and sororities and what that was like in a blacker space than like the late 90s, which was more like horny adventures in like high school things. I'm trying to think of any specific examples, but like late 90s, I'm thinking of like Van Wilder and American Pie, which is like more of the 2000s. But it went from like a little chaste to like, or like, hey, we're out here to have a good time and have fun and party up, to like, I'm here in college to fuck.
Yeah. It is. This movie is very adult, not in the like Peggy 18 adult kind of way, but like, oh wow, these people, they're teens, but they're like having these real conversations, but in a still in like a very teenage way.
Yeah, it's very it feels real. Like, I feel like I grew up knowing, obviously, like knowing people who grew up in these kind of areas, and the conversations, like the maturity of some of them, like when they were my age, I think was felt because I was like, 13, looking up to kids that were like 18, and they'd already been through a lot. They'd done all that fun stuff or the dangerous stuff. And yeah, it's cool. This movie is cool in that way that, like, yeah, they are kids, but their immaturity, it felt honest in a way that, like, Superbad, the immaturity felt like, well, no, they're dumb kids. Like, they don't know any better. They're just trying to get it in, so to speak. And they're myopically focused on that one goal, and everything outside of that falls by the wayside. And that's where, like, the conflicts of those movies lie. Like Superbad, it's like, all you care about is getting, like, having sex. You're supposed to be my friend. Like, that kind of stuff, which does come into play. And like, pun
comes in
intended.
a kid.
It comes in a kid. I have to. Comes into Tisha Campbell. AKA Sydney.
I mean, damn, Gina.
Damn, Gina. Martin Lawrence is also in this movie. He plays Belial.
That's his name?
That's his name. Oh, my God.
Yeah. The devil? But he is a DJ.
Yes, he is the DJ with the titular dragon breath. So let's go kind of beat by beat, because there's a lot of cool, fun stuff in this movie. Starting with, like, the opening dream sequence.
Oh my God.
Surprising use of slow motion in a lot of these shots in 1990. And the quality of the rental that I got on YouTube was pretty great. So it opens on a smoky dance floor. People got their arms in the air, uniformly bouncing to the beat, and the camera pans up because it's also like the beat is shaking the camera every time the bass hits, and then the roof flies off the house. They blew the literal roof off the house in this party, and as, like, the roof is spinning into space, kid wakes up. His dad is like, "Get up, boy. Breakfast is getting cold."
The dad played by Robin Harris, who, for me, is one. I know Robin Harris because of Bebe's Kids.
Yes.
Bebe's Kids is a movie I did watch because I'm just like, oh, cartoon.
Oh, cartoon. And you're like, oh, shit, this is great.
Yeah.
This is a classic.
Did I go around saying we's Bebe's Kids? Maybe when I shouldn't have. Yes.
It's okay. You didn't know any better then.
Definitely had a, like, we don't die, we multiply.
Yes. Oh, that's another one. Robin Harris. He's got his stank all over the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
In terms of the cultural lexicon.
Yeah, he's a great dad in this. I don't know if he died right when in his late 30s, what I read is that he had a heart attack, just all of a sudden in his sleep, like tragic. I think the same year that House Party came out. So I don't know if it was like post, but it's a real shame because he's really great in this.
I would say, like, him and Kid are, like, just such a nice, refreshing father-son relationship to see right now. I know there are other examples, but it feels like everything after this was a little bit more stereotypical, like absent fathers in a lot of media that focused on Black people. But to see, like, his, and the way that he portrays the character of Pops, like, he's talking out loud in a way that, like, elderly Black men did and do. So, like, you, the audience, kind of don't have to think too hard about his motivation because he's just like, I work nights. I made you breakfast. I'm going to bed. Like, and later on, like when kid comes back from school, he has some of like the funniest lines that he says at the end of every scene or at the end of every kind of like conversation beat. Like Belial calls the phone and goes, Belial, why do you use that African name? No, they're from Cleveland. Like that kind of shit is so funny. Him later dressing down the cops. Okay, I'm jumping around.
You're fine.
Because the dream sequence leads to kid going to school. He's in lunch with.
Well, before we get that, so for the audience, I'm cheating. I have it up, so I'm scrubbing through as a refresher.
Perfect.
But I think, like you said, he's like, "Hey, go eat." Pops passes out in his bed. Kid is there to take his boots off for his dad, which is very nice. And then kid tries to bring it back to anime. Oh, yeah. He tries to do the toast in his mouth run, and his pops yells at him. It's like, eat your breakfast. This is a hard working good dad.
Mm-hmm. This is a dad that is so plugged in, even in his sleep. He's reminding his son to do the basic thing of eat your food.
That's a good friend.
And I've told this story that my dad was like that. I think I could say this. My dad, he is a Freemason. And when he joined the Freemasons, there's a lot of secrecy around their rituals and all that kind of stuff. He was showing me some of this stuff, and I wanted to ask more questions, and I was curious. He goes, I can only tell you so much. Everything else is in this briefcase. And he walks upstairs, and I'm like, I'm down there for like 45 minutes doing something else. And I go over and I looked at it, and I moved towards it. And I swear, just like this movie, my dad said, don't you go looking into that briefcase. How does he know?
Just a dad sense.
They always know.
Because he was you.
Yeah, he was me.
He knows.
Which is it's so nice to also hear Pops like talk about kid in the same, like, just like, I know what you're doing, man. I get it. But
yeah, I think we're at lunch now.
Yep.
We have, so we get pretty close pretty quickly. We have kid there. Kid, play, Martin Lawrence. Kid's like, hey, I'm doing a house party. Martin Lawrence, I need you to DJ for me. Play, don't get up on the mic. You can't rap.
Yep. You can't rap.
Kid, you can't rap.
Kid, no rapping. Martin, I need you to do this free DJ gig for me. Nobody really believes Play when he says it. And so then he goes to talk to Tisha Campbell and AJ Johnson, who plays Shireen, Sydney and Shireen, respectively. He's like, hey, girls, you coming to this party? And they kind of blow him off. So he's got to play it cool. Then he shouts out to everybody, oh, big party at my place. I'll see you there. Like, it's very fun and sweet. And then we get the bullies introduced.
Because what's the Full Force is the name of the group.
Yes, Full Force is the name of the group.
Another hip hop group. What is it? Stab? Pee-wee.
Pee-wee, yes, Pee-wee, who has the funniest voice ever.
I'm just like, oh, I think this is where Jordan Peele got like half of his sketch character voices is from this character.
Half the sketch character voices, half of the haircuts, like all the designs, the Jerry curls with the fade designs. Like,
and
it's
a
so
rat
nuts.
tail? Get out of here.
A beaded rat tail.
Like, this also reminded me of like the line, like the styling of hairstyles of like, put a word back there. Add a few lines.
I need livery in the back of my head on my lineup. Yeah, give me a gingham print in the back of my head, please. It's 1990. I gotta look fly. I gotta look fly for the ladies.
Will that ever come back?
I think
Has
it is
it come
kind
back?
of back. Every now and then I see people getting like those sharp lines and like to make their parts and stuff like that.
That was every kid in elementary schools. Like, zip.
It does look cool. I don't know if it's for me. I never had the confidence to do that because I was a 2000s baby. I did have cornrows though, so I wouldn't be like Bow Wow, everybody else who was rocking cornrows. I wanted to wear a do rag, but I couldn't wear a do rag to school. Yeah, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, kid gets in trouble with these bullies. They have a food fight, and basically, kid and Stab both get in trouble. They get sent to the principal's office. The best part of that,
Yep,
is it's a typical school thing of like, well, kid, you're a good child, so we're not going to punish you. We're going to tell your parents, but you're fine. Stab, we're clocking you as just bad, so we're going to treat you like
Stab,
a bad
why
kid.
are you always in here?
Yeah.
And why did you call kid's mother a garden tool? And this just like, yeah, it just alludes to like kid lost his mother. It's somewhat recent, but not recent enough that people are giving him a pass for all of his behavioral issues or his outbursts. And boy, oh boy, are they a fun group of bullies every time. Because motherfuckers is used as one word throughout this film, and Pee Wee says it best all the time. You motherfuckers!
Gonna
I kick your fucking ass!
Yes!
You motherfuckers! Kick his ass, Stab! Like,
the range of what these bullies want to accomplish goes from like gentle harassment to felony crimes and the possible murder of tens of people. These bullies are all over the place. And it's the 90s. Back then, we didn't have teenagers playing teenagers.
Yep.
It's so weird seeing it was like, we're in high school. I'm like, nope.
Not a chance.
Get at it. Even
Also,
Kid, like...
Oh, go ahead.
Because Kid is like, he has that nickname for a reason. He looks younger than a lot of the other folks. No, you're a fool, man. What are you doing?
Martin Lawrence passes because he's so short.
I'm just like, Martin Lawrence, you haven't aged a day. He looks got a little bigger. That's it.
That's it. Like everybody else, there's a point where your metabolism will slow down no matter how hard you try. Martin Lawrence performing in Brooklyn in like June.
Ooh.
Might get tickets.
Hey, look, I should have bought this, but I will now. They have there's a new Criterion 4K of House Party.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just like, I think I need to buy this because you can put this on. And when we get to the house party, I'll talk about more of that.
Yeah.
But I think from here, it is. We have a lot of home life of Kid. He's doing homework. Kid is worried. He's like, oh, they're going to send a letter to say I was in trouble. Are they going to call? So he's worried. It's the thing that I think we all did as a kid if we knew we were in trouble. I did at least. So,
oh, yes.
I don't know if I told this on the podcast. Is that my junior year of high school, we had a policy that your absences did not count towards your final grade. It's just if you missed so many absences, you had to like pass your final. But it didn't matter how many you had. And they were just like, oh, if you only had so many absences, your final doesn't have as much weight. Some kind of weird policy. And I took that as like, oh, cool, I have to pass the final, a thing I know I can do. Goodbye. And I missed 30 days of school, of a semester, Vince. That's 30 days of a semester. I was also in several AP classes, which meant my grades from the beginning of the year counted and not the last. Basically, so there was a storm of just like, beautiful mind, like, oh, I can miss a bunch of days because I didn't hate school.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing was, if you missed an unexcused day, they would call you. They would call your home, but it was a robocall, and this was answering machine days. Just I'm not worried about like it going to someone's cell phone, and I was always home before anyone else, and it's a delete. So
clever.
This part I very much felt of just like,
yes,
because you're still stressed. You're like, no one can know my dark secret. I didn't go to school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it felt like. For me, every now and then something would happen, like goofing around too much in the hallway. You might get a detention, right? It means you just come in a little early or you stay a little late. Doesn't go in like your permanent record, but is a small school, so that's how they disciplined a lot of people. And it was always just like, did they call my mom? Did they send an email? Like, when am I going to hear about it? Is there anything I can do to like get ahead of it or whatever? And the reality of like when the letter does come and Pops is like, why didn't you tell me? If it's not a big deal, you should have told me when you came home, but you didn't. So now you're grounded. Like, and I was like, the logic is so, they're right.
It's hey, I got in trouble at school. And he tries to hide it because he wants to go to this party. Mm-hmm. His dad's actually kind of disappointed. He's like, I read Dolomite. Used to love Dolomite.
Yeah, what happened? I love that line. What the hell happened? Used to love Dolomite. I still can't get over the Belial joke. Like, why they give that boy that African ass name when they know they from Cleveland? What the? Like, so good. It's so good.
There's a large stretch of time where it's like their names are going to get popular.
Oh my God. And like the fashion is so wild in this movie. The 90s were a special time, I guess, for color, right? That's like the pop day glow cheetah print on top of zebra print. Like, Tisha Campbell's in some like low heeled flats all day that are leopard print. Like, it's so very funny because we see kids' home life. We get a little bit of like the tension between Martin Lawrence's character and Play, because like Belial's calling kid's house, kid's stressing out because he thinks it's school, but it's Belial, and he's like, man, I can't get in touch with Play. And you cut to Play, and he's vacuuming with music on, and he just doesn't hear his home phone ringing. Back in the day when you had to wait, like you just had to wait for somebody to call you, because if you left the house, there's no way of them getting in touch with you. And I love that like kid does the thing with his phone in his room where he takes it. He's got it just off. To try to counteract anybody calling. So he's already going to be able to pick up or the call's going to get missed. But he also is respectful because his dad needs to get a call so he can get overtime at work.
Yep.
So then we cut to the girls getting ready. Tisha Campbell goes over to Shireen's house. And like Shireen, they comment on it. Shireen lives in the ghetto or projects. And they play this like a little subtly because it doesn't feel like the projects necessarily. It looks like it. But like when you go into her house, like grandma's there. You got some cousins or brothers or little brothers, little sisters, everybody just around the TV. And it culminates in a Kool-Aid joke. Where they're outside and she's like, hey, so-and-so, go get us some Kool-Aid. Get some Kool-Aid for my friend. And the little boy comes, he's like, we're out. And she just goes, then mix some more. They go back in the house, get the jacket, and come out. The little boy is pouring an entire bag of sugar into the Kool-Aid. And the difference between Sydney and Suri is like a class thing. Because Sydney's like, I don't know how you can drink all that stuff. It make my teeth hurt. Like, and throughout the film, we learn like, oh, Shireen is like from the hood. She's a little ghetto. And Tisha Campbell's character is like a goody two shoes girl. She lives in a big house, like nice clothes, like all that stuff. And like, they don't beat you over the head with it in a way that is kind of par for the course in like more modern entertainment, where they're like, you're poor, like in so many ways.
Yeah.
A modern movie of like this would just be like, girl, why are you so damn poor?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Why are you so damn rich? I guess we're just opposites who happen to be friends. Like,
yeah. Or it's not like, I hate being poor.
right.
It's just like, no, this is just the environment that she is in. And it's like you said, it's subtle because it's like, it's all there, but it's not a plot point.
Right.
It's a gag point, actually, more than anything.
Like, could you imagine if like one of the love interests in Superbad lived in the ghetto? That'd be like a whole 15-minute like horror movie sequence.
Oh, I understand your character's motivations now. 'Cause you're poor. That's why you act out.
Yeah, that's why people think you're a slut, is because you're poor and you act out. I get it now. None of that shit in this movie.
Yeah, this is because in the movie does a very good job of like, we're not trying to figure anyone out. Everyone is like who they are. And I wouldn't even say anyone like, people accomplish things, but I don't know if no one's like, I really grew because of this night. It's more like, I don't know, man, they had a crazy night and that's it.
It's very slice of life. It's not like biggest event of my life. It's not Project X.
Yeah. It's like, I got to go here because it's my last chance to ask a girl out. He's just like, no, there's going to be another party, but like this one's supposed to be good and I really want to go. For this sequence, this was the most visceral for me because like growing up, we had a specific jug for Kool-Aid that had a red ring. It was plastic. So it had like the red ring on top of like, this is where we fill it.
Yep. At my grandmother's house, there was a specific Kool-Aid jug, plastic pitcher with a yellow top that had like the filter twist so you could put ice in it. Never forget. Don't you dare forget to put ice in it in the summer.
But it's, yeah. And I definitely, her brother's name is Peanut. And I definitely had a neighbor kid that I played with named Peanut 100%.
Yes. I love that nickname. It's such a good nickname. Just call someone small that you know Peanut.
And they do a good job. The movie does do a good job of like, yes, Kid and Play are the stars. Kid mainly is the main like dramatic thrust of everything. But we get a lot of time with everyone else as well.
Like we learned that like many teenage boys, Belial's ethics end at, but there are girls here. Because Martin Lawrence is like, hey, you're not going to just take my stuff to your house. Like, you're not going to take all my equipment and just leave me here. Because there's a girl in the car that Play is making out with. And he comes back later with more girls in the car. No room for Martin Lawrence. And then he's just like, Martin Lawrence is like, I sat here for a whole hour just to tell you I'm not doing your stupid party.
And this is like the scene of love of Martin Lawrence freak out. And you get it when they're packing his like very little Geo Metro or whatever it is, hatchback with 90s stereo equipment.
Yep.
We're like, hey, I got 4 crates full of records.
And it makes sense. It makes sense why like like back in the day to travel with your music, to actually be a DJ, it's expensive. And Martin Lawrence the whole time leading up to this is like, you keep not paying me and I gotta get my stuff there. Like you don't offer to pick it up. You don't help me clean it up and stuff. I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Cause growing up when I did is like, all right, well, whoever has an iPod, like could share the aux. It wasn't a big deal to not have a DJ at the party.
Yeah.
But it was a big deal to sneak out, which is what Kid does as night falls.
Yeah.
Did you ever sneak out of the house?
I'm sure I had. I don't remember anything specifically. When I was old enough to want to be out, where it was like actually reasonable. It's like, oh, you're a teenager, kind of do whatever. It was that kind of thing of like, I think at some point, I remember in 9th grade, maybe this is a sad story, we'll see. But I just remember like, oh, I want to stay at my friend's place. So I called like my house late at night, like thinking I'm being responsible. I'm like, hey, can I stay at this person's house? And my dad answering. And because it was late, he's just like, I don't care. And so I took that as kind of like, I don't think they care ever. So I would just, so I had, and also being the third of 4, I had a lot more freedom. We can get into like the middle child, the ignored child of the family dynamic, where I got away with a lot just because like no one was watching and my grades were good, so everything was fine.
As an only child, when I was of driving age, I think I had proved to my parents that I was mostly responsible, and all my friends were nerds. So like. If I'm out late, guess where I am? At the parking lot of the movie theater or at Friendly's. Like they did not have to worry too much about me like going out and partying. But I do. So sorry, parents, if you're listening to this, there was one night where one of the guys that I played lacrosse and football with, he was moving, so his house downtown was open. And he had a bunch of people over. And I did not tell my parents that that's where I was going. I forget where I told them that I was. But I ended up coming home at like 11:30, which is like 2 hours past my normal curfew.
Whoa.
And my parents were cool because like nobody was waiting up for me that late. And I don't know if I played it. Like it's one of those things where like, I think they just gave me a pass. They're like, this is probably the first time he's ever done this. Like he's fine. But it was, yeah. The next day I just woke up and I was like, we cool? Like,
It's like, I'm not
they
gonna
were
say
fine.
it.
Like, yeah, everything was fine. They're just like, oh, you got home pretty late last night. I was like, yeah. Like at like 10:30, you guys were already asleep or something. I hope I didn't wake you up. So, Mom, Dad, write in if you caught me. Tell me how many times you gave me a pass.
I mean, I 100% know that parents knew more than they let on. But, yeah, I think we're out in the streets. I think kid gets harassed by the cops. The cops are harassing / beating the shit out of people.
Oh yeah,
Up, down, left, and right in this movie, and they
draw their gun at every opportunity. And yes, it's obviously a commentary on policing of black neighborhoods, and Robin Harris outright says as much at a point. But they also mirror like the generational experience of being harassed by the cops in a beautiful way. Both father and son said, like, in response to the cops, do you know why we're stopping you? No. Why are you stopping me? I ask the questions here. Like, it's so true to life. It's so bad, but so they play the cops that are playing in this movie are, they are caricatures of police, but to a point where it's more believable that instead of like actually booking some kids that are doing bad stuff, they'd rather just harass and beat them up and set them free.
Until later in the movie, where I guess they're just like, well, we got to bring someone in.
Mm-hmm.
It is just like, yeah, we're fucking with them.
Yeah.
Kid, they suck. And like you said, they're caricatures, because I think the first time we see them, they might actually arrest Kid, and they're like, oh, we're out of donuts. Carry on. We're going to go.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But Kid only gets a moment's respite because the bullies pull up in a bright red Jeep. And Kid, trying to not get hit by the car, loses his rhymes.
The term, I've never heard the term dope rhymes. Or I'm the one with the dope rhymes said so many times in a movie.
Kid, he almost gets hit by a car to retrieve his sheet, his loose leaf paper, where he's written some dope rhymes for the party. He dodges. There's a chase sequence. He hops a fence and inadvertently peeps on a couple going at it.
I thought it was the principal, or not maybe the assistant, whoever busted them in the cafeteria. I thought that was him.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I think you're right. I think he's the one who almost got hit by the Jello. But the wildest part of this sequence is like Kid watches it for too long, and the guy notices that somebody is watching. You see him reach mid hump. He's in the midst of getting it in. He grabs his gun and cocks it, and then stands up. He's like, "You motherfuckers all here watching me!" Pow, pow, pow. That gets the attention of the cops, who are only a block away getting their donuts, and their lights go on. So, like, of all of the movies where like the paths are crisscrossing, another rap group. The world that they built for this movie, it takes place over like 8 blocks in this neighborhood. And it's so great that everything affects everything else. Because I think the last bit of this chase sequence is Kid running into a fraternity alumni group or something like that.
Looks like it.
And who's the DJ? Because the DJ,
George
George Clinton. The Atomic Dog himself is on the ones and twos playing some boring ass shit. And Kid's like, "Hey man, like, play something fun. I'm an MC. I'll rap over it. Like we can turn this party up." No reason.
He sees an opportunity. He's not worried about it. He's like, he thinks he's safe. Also, maybe some cover. It's like, oh, I'm the MC. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So he doesn't get found out, or they don't call the cops on him for running in on this party. But just as Kid starts to rap and get everybody's attention, the bullies show up. And Stab chokes this man out on the DJ set.
Yeah, the police arrive. They're on their fucking knees for no fucking reason.
No reason. Gun drawn on them.
And the mainly black attendees are just like, no, we're not pressing charges.
Yeah.
Why would it's like they need discipline? They don't need to fucking go to jail. What are we doing?
I love that line. I love that line so much. It again, speaking to cultural community at the time, and a better world where older people are looking out for the younger people, but trying to keep them on the straight and narrow. And then the worst part of this scene is the cops they're like, "You sure you don't want to press charges? All right, we'll let you go. Up! All 4 of you, I need you to say this." And they makes him say, "I am somebody," which I think is like, I remember hearing some of that like growing up. And it was, I mean, the eye rolls from the party attendees, or just sum it up as like, these white police officers really think they're making a difference in these kids' lives when we're the ones who made sure that you didn't ruin their lives.
Yeah.
Like they think they're doing some kind of good, but
It sounds like some Reagan bullshit.
it does. Thank you. It's very Dare campaign. It's very Reagan-y.
Mhm.
So look, the cops are going to come back, and now we can get to the party.
We can get to the party. I will just on top of that, because we missed it a little bit when Pops is having that conversation about like, why'd you hide this from me if it wasn't a big deal? He just blurts out like, I don't want you making the same mistake I did when I was your age.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And the reference to like, kid takes it personally because he's just like, oh, me, the mistake.
Or my mom, the mistake you made.
Yeah. Just sort of like, and like Robin Harris, he takes it back. He's like, that's not what I meant. But it's like this very real thing of like, what a good dad of like, hey, things could have been better for us if I had thought some things through. Obviously, you are not the mistake. But if I had a better head on my shoulders, maybe we could be in a better position.
Yeah, maybe it's Robin Harris at that alumni event, you know? Maybe they're in like Tisha Campbell's house when we get to see that.
Yeah.
Like
but it was just like this. I was like, oh, this is like, if nothing else, it's just like extremely. He's not a fucking He says a lot of funny shit. He is not a cartoon dad.
Right. He's no Terry Crews in I Hate Chris. If you ever watch that, I like Terry Crews. I'm okay with Terry Crews as he is. I know why. I know why he is the way he is. But like,
well, protein and
I mean, protein
working out,
anabolic steroids, and now peptides. He was on peptides early. But like, it's one of those things where like his portrayal of a black father is like not caricature-y, but it is pigeonholed into, we ain't got no money ever. What are you talking about, Chris? I hate you, but I love you, son. Like that kind of stuff. Where like, if you ever watch the Bernie Mac show, Bernie Mac is so funny in a way that is not like, I'm a mean, tough dad. It's like, no, I'm Bernie Mac, and I'm funny as your fucking father. Like, you gonna listen to me? Go to your room.
Reginald Hudlin directed 11 episodes of the Bernie Mac show. There you
probably
go.
Probably directed the most, one of the best memes of Bernie Mac's career. Walking down the hallway at his own house. Strong, healthy, black man. Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Who's the man? I'm the man. Young, healthy, black man. Dun-dun. It's so good.
Well, we're 50 minutes into this recording. We got to get to the party of the house party.
Yes, we do have to get to the party.
Random stuff, right?
Random little party things. There's a joke about one of the guys chill bumping the DJ table. Another opportunity for Martin Lawrence to get all hot and bothered. A lot of like, hey girl, can I dance with you? Oh, I like this boy. Well, I thought you didn't like Kid. Well, I think he's cute. Which one is it, Shireen?
There's one girl who's like, you don't have any refreshments in here? and then plays like, you should have ate before you came over.
Because Play did not buy any refreshments,
like,
but he's like, oh, you got here late. All the brothers ate them all up.
the lie of like, yeah, we had them, but I'm just like,
she's so upset that whoever that actress is did a great job, because she appears a few times to be like a little bit of a buzzkill during the party.
That would be my question, though. I'm like, where's this food? And it's not. Here's the thing: no one's drinking.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing of like, it's a R-rated movie, but there's no teenage drinking, which
well,
is...
there's the one guy.
There is... Yeah.
Because he tries to get kid to drink because it'll make his dick hard. And kid's like, no, I don't drink. What are you talking about? And then we have to talk about Walter, the neighbor, who's played by Emmanuel Jones. Oh, what a scene chewer! It's so funny because he's like pretend mad at these kids having a party, and he's actually just jealous. He's hanging out the window, catcalling teenagers and bullying boys.
It's not John Witherspoon. Am I dumb?
Is that John Witherspoon? I thought it said Emmanuel Jones, but
I'm like, look
hold
it
on,
up.
I'm good.
Look it up, Vincey. Look it up.
It is John Witherspoon.
I'm just like, I thought I recognized that cadence.
It's the cadence. It's the lip quiver. You damn kids.
Listen to Public Enema.
Yeah. They're over here listening to Public Enema. Public Enemy, I don't care. I don't give a fuck who it is. You cursing at me. I paid $15,000 for this house. You better send somebody. $15,000 for a house.
Is one sad. Makes me so fucking sad. Because I guarantee the joke is that he overpaid.
That has to be the joke because he's in a black neighborhood. He must have overpaid. And it's also a joke that he's calling the police and how ineffective they are when black people call the police. But yeah, he says something to one of the kids leaving. He's like, yeah, you better keep moving, big boy. Probably going to Burger King.
A lot of Burger King references in this.
A lot of Burger King references in this movie. God, it's so funny. And his wife is like, come to bed, Walter. They're not bothering nobody. And then there's another, he calls again, and his wife goes, just come to bed, Henry. And he goes, who the hell is Henry? It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, there's no plot relevant. And again, in any other movie, it's like, oh, the neighbor they're going to get in a scuffle with, and that's a whole B plot. And it's like, no, they're just like, hey, man, can you say funny shit? Can you pretend you see kids?
Yeah.
I think we get into Kid teaching everyone how to dance.
Yep.
Poorly. Not that the dance is poor, but I couldn't tell you how to do it.
Yeah, him starting the dance, I can't figure it out quite from a seated position from watching. I was like, I'm not going to learn that. But that leads into the actual like dance off battle that's so famous because it's Kid and Play versus Tisha Campbell and AJ Johnson, and they're doing all kinds of fun choreography against each other, booty shaking like 90s style. Everybody's jiving and bouncing around. They do the famous like toe tap bit. And I think we were talking before this. I did not realize how much longer the toe tapping goes. Because it's a really, like, if you could pull that off on a dance floor in high school, middle school, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. And I don't go out very much anymore. And I actually did go out for a birthday party this week to a very popular bar with very young people in it. But it was one of the New York bars where, like, standing room only and just to drink, like no music really, no dance floor.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, oh yeah, people still do this. I thought kids hated going outside. But yeah, not like this.
Yeah. I will say I've never been to a house party where there's like really a dance floor. All house parties are usually like, there is music, but we're hanging out, we're drinking, we're playing a game, a drinking game of some kind.
Yeah.
It is a vehicle of like, how drunk can we get?
Yeah, that's what it always kind of felt like in high school, was like, we don't have time to have fun. We need to black out.
Yeah.
It wasn't until college when we were actually like throwing parties, where like, all right, we like, somebody's gonna play is in charge of the aux. Somebody is in charge of like setting up beer pong games, and then like dance party in the living room. People can hang out upstairs or hang out outside.
Mhm.
That was kind of how it went. To varying degrees of success. I think I had a dorm party my freshman year
Mm-hmm.
that ended up getting my room the nickname Club 304. I had a single.
Ooh.
I ended up having a single because whoever my roommate was just didn't show up.
Mhm.
And I didn't tell anybody. So we brought like a couch in from the common room. We had one of those iPod stations, and like I just kind of told people that I knew. I was like, hey, like I invited like basketball team and the women's team over, and I was like, we're having a party at my place. Word got out, and my friends who were coming in, who like knew me, they came in at one point at the party. They were like, dude, you have to shut this down. How is this still going? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, it's packed in here, but like doors closed, RA's not around, like nobody's giving me any problems. And they're like, dude, there's a line outside.
Outside of your room.
Outside of the dorm.
Oh shit.
Because people were just like texting people like, come to this dorm and we'll let you in. Like, and at that point, I was like, no, that we're not, there can't be that many people here. And yeah, I went outside and I saw the line. And I said, oh, we're fucking done. We're absolutely done. Everybody get the fuck out of here. Because I wasn't trying to get ridden up.
Yeah.
Not my freshman year.
No way. Oh, you would have to, much like the ending of House Party, you probably would have had an ending like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it is, people are dancing. I think at the party, a lot of the main drama comes from Kid and Tisha and AJ. Basically, who likes who's actually into who, you don't really know. And like Kid is sort of like testing the waters with each of them, like seeing well, who actually likes me, and like a very high school boy of like, well, I'm going to go with who likes me.
Yeah.
The bullies do try to come in, and they are denied entry because they are thugs, quote unquote. It's like
a Kid being like, the thing that we learn about Kid throughout is like, he's not going to start it, but he loves getting the last word in. Because he says to Stab, like as they're walking away, because they weren't allowed in, he goes, oh yeah, Stab, by the way, you and your boys, you could suck my dick, and then slams the door closed.
It's like they're still outside.
They're still outside.
They have a Jeep.
And this is the craziest, like you said, the bullies go from like light harassment to felony like that.
Like, I've got some gasoline in the Jeep. We're gonna burn this house down.
Yeah, we'll beat whoever comes out of the house. We'll beat them with a bat and a pipe, and anybody else, they get smoked inside. And Pee Wee's like, yeah, finally.
They at some point they're just like, are you sure this seems bad and illegal?
Mm-hmm. And they do get caught by the cops.
They do. Where they just, let's beat them up. The end.
Yeah, the cops are like, oh, we're not gonna take him in. Nah, we'll just take him to the docks where nobody's watching. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. But no time for that because rap battle.
Rap battle. I have in my notes like, are they friends?
They hug at the end.
They hug at the end, but like up until this point, like you said, Kid is kind of the the main character, the MC, as you will, but Play being like the secondary character, like his motivation is so clear that he's like, I want to mac on girls and throw a dope party. I want to be known as the guy that throws dope parties. It's about the dope party. To the point that like you said, their friendship is kind of not tested but pushed because Play is like, man, I'm taking Cherie home. You don't know what to do with that. You don't have money for a motel. She lives in the hood. She got family around. What are you going to do? Sydney, she's got a nice house. Her parents aren't there. Like, she's like, he's like, that's more your speed.
Yeah, there's like, again, the arguing of like, who likes who am I going to go with? And I gotta say, good rap battle.
It's a good rap battle. They both have bars.
So I did not watch House Party when I was growing up, but I 100% watched the short-lived Saturday morning cartoon that Kid and Play made.
Oh.
There's a Kid and Play cartoon. I don't remember much from it, but I remember that it was Kid and Play. I think I just knew about Kid and Play when I was a kid. They were just there. But probably from the cartoon.
Probably from the cartoon. Like the same way that like Crisscross, the rap group, was something that I was culturally aware of. It's like, oh, Crisscross. Oh, they wear their pants backwards.
Which I did.
Hey, everybody tried it once.
On reverse day. On backwards day.
Backwards day at school. During Spirit Week.
Gotta wear those pants backwards. They'll make you jump, Vince. That's what you need to know.
And like, I don't know, the music is so perfect. Like it I guess 1990, it was still like a lot of 80s style hip hop, a lot of storytelling, but Kid has a little bit more lyrically going on than Play in this rap battle. And yeah, it ends with them both taking jabs at each other, but they're still boys at the end. And Martin Lawrence also has to have the last word because he takes the mic and he goes, anything you can do, I can do, but I can do it better. And it just didn't go anywhere.
That was it. It's Vince. I was dancing in the living room watching this movie. I was a little high and
my man,
I was getting something for the fridge and I'm dancing my little butt all the way to the fridge. This is a happy fucking, despite all the horrible things we've mentioned, it is still like an extremely like happy and like good time of a movie that like it's it's hyperbolic. It like exaggerates what a house party is, again, because mine are usually like I'm sitting and drinking, but like it's just fun. It's like, what a fun movie to watch, and like, don't you want to throw a party and like put on music and move around?
Yes, the promise of the premise of like this house party is going to be awesome, and it is. Like you said, there's no like friction of like, oh, we're gonna get caught, or like the friction is like, oh, the bullies might show up.
Yeah,
it's not like, oh, the cops are gonna come, or like, yeah, it's simple. And so when we get like the moments of like slow dancing and the party slows down, Tisha Campbell and AJ Johnson are like, oh, we're gonna leave. And there is that kind of like, well, who's Kid really into, as they walk home, and he tries to kiss Shireen kinda, and she's like, later. Like, so she's a player, right? She's playing.
Yeah. Like she literally says it to Tisha Campbell because she goes in like, let me talk to her real quick.
Yeah.
Because Tisha really likes Play, like genuinely. And she's just like, I'm keeping my options open. I like boys.
Yeah. And Sydney's just like, she's like, but you said you like play. You just said that he was cute. Blah, blah, blah. And so she's leaving that feeling kind of way. And I don't know. I've had those kind of spats over crushes with friends in middle school and high school. And yeah, but what comes from this like walk with Tisha Campbell and Kid is that like they actually have a conversation. They learn about each other. And Kid, like a horny teenager, is like, well, I guess we got to kiss now, right? And she's like, but didn't you kiss Shireen? He's like, no. Plus, I want you to be like my friend. And I'd like to be a friend before I be your boyfriend. And that's when Tisha Campbell's like, all right, he's my man.
I was surprised when so we're at Sydney's house. They're up in the bedroom. There's no freaks in the living room getting it on. They're up in the bedroom. But yeah, but like they stop, and it's like he's like, "Do you have a diaphragm?" What's he say?
Oh, he says like a diagram. Because he says like, "Hey, are you on the pill?" And she's like, "No."
She's like, "I don't do this all the time."
I don't do this all the time. He goes, "So you got a diaphragm or diagram?" And she's like, "It's a diaphragm." She's like, "Don't you have one of those?" Like, contraception is like new. It's so crazy. The contraception is kind of new to these people.
Well, not MTV didn't teach us about it yet.
True.
But it's like, he's like, he's like, I got a rubber in my wallet. It's been there a while. And he unfolds it, and it's the grossest thing in the world.
Ugh.
There's a crunch. And so they don't do anything. And she's very much, she's like, there'll be other times. It's not like, which is like, that's very nice to hear. Of just like,
so nice to hear.
It's just like, hey, it's like, and he's not like, they're nice people. Having an actual conversation of like, well, we can't do anything because we're responsible and we understand. And there's a conversation that happens later after all the craziness. It was weirdly just, what a refreshing, straightforward and honest, like, hey, we can't do anything and that's fine. But we like each other, and that's like, we'll go from there.
Nobody's mad. Nobody's like, well, I heard you went down on so and so.
Yeah.
Why is he different than me? Like that seems like one of the refrains from so many bad versions of this kind of movie.
They're absolutely 9 out of 10 out of those kind of movies. That's like the friction point for these two of just like, well, I actually don't like you, and I actually don't like you, and blah blah blah.
We get another chase sequence after this because Kid sneaks out of the house while Tisha Campbell's parents arrive. Who
were at the alumnus party.
They were the alums that decided not to press charges too, which is really great. What is it? Because Kid then crosses paths with the bullies again, who are coming off of just getting their asses beat by the cops. Ooh, and there's homophobia throughout this movie, and this sequence with the bullies, they're driving and they're talking about, man, I hate cops. I hate cops so much. They're so annoying. And then they're like, almost as annoying as that kid. And like Stab says, man, when I'm getting it on with a girl, sometimes all I can see is Kid's face. And Pee Wee's like, I never have that problem. Like, because they use the F slur in this movie. The bullies do quite often in referring to Kid, and like this chase sequence crosses paths with another chase sequence that's happening.
Yeah,
because it's like two dudes just robbed a hairdresser's, like
I believe they are the
salon,
the Hudlin brothers as the thieves.
The thieves.
The funniest part is that they have a dog who was barking at Kid as he was leaving. And she's like, oh, see, the dog stopped. Everything's fine. Cut to Kid placing the dog in a grill. And Like that poor dog, but that's very funny.
It's such a funny visual. Just like it's so funny that the Hudlin brothers, they escape the dog that's chasing them onto a city bus, and they get on the bus and they go, "Fuck you looking at?"
So yeah, the robbery, they have a TV in a golf cart. They stop, the TV flies into the cop car, breaks the glass. And that's when the bullies and Kid hides in a fridge. Indiana Jones sees that. He's like, that gives me an idea.
That belongs in my movie.
I'll never do a young Indiana Jones voice. It's always going to be, I'm Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Where's my joint?
I'm not. Hey, George, do you mind if I spark up for this thing?
They wouldn't let me fly my plane here, George.
Harrison, I don't approve of substances on my set, but okay, because I'm scared of all actors. Anyway. Look, the 4 people get arrested. Kid, the bullies. All
right.
Man, let's be quick on it.
Yeah, we'll be quick about this. Big homophobic rap that happens in the jail. Kid calls Play and is like, "Hey man, I'm in jail. I need your help to bail me out." And like it starts with Play being like, "Hey man, do me a favor. Don't drop the soap." Like, the gay panic. And then like they are going to sexually assault Kid, all of these men, and he asks advice of another guy that's in there. The old man says, "There's a funny guy that was in here," and the quote is, "The other guy told jokes to keep their mind off his booty." And I don't need to talk about the lyrics of the song that Kid raps over, but it's bad in a lot of different ways. Yeah, I'm looking at a line that I wrote, and I just don't want to say it. I just don't want to say it. We won't.
But we can go back to Kid. You know, we were like, "Hey, are they friends?" I'm like, "Yes," because Kid leaves. Take Martin Lawrence. It's like, "Hey, we're gonna round up AJ and Tisha. They're gonna get the money for us to do bail." AJ getting yelling to her through the window, and they're like, "Hey, we got to bail Kid out." She's like, "No, goodbye."
Yeah, Martin Lawrence tries it first. And then when he gets denied, her like uncle or whoever the big guy is like watching Martin Lawrence like try to talk to AJ out the window, and Martin Lawrence screams and runs away.
I forgot how good a Martin Lawrence scream is.
Because he screams so hard and loud that Play is like about to drive off without him. And he goes, "You about to leave me?" He's like, "Well, I heard you screaming. I didn't know what was going on." He's like, "And what about Shireen?" He goes, "Oh, she's not with it, man." And then Play tries and Play's a smooth operator.
We're gonna go to Burger King after.
She goes, "Burger King?"
Man.
I'll meet you downstairs.
Simpler times when all it was like, "Hey, we're hitting up Taco Bell." It's like, "Taco Bell? Okay. Count me in."
Make room.
Chili cheese burritos are only 99 cents. Let's go.
I don't want to look at the prices of Taco Bell in 1990.
Vince, it was when our town finally got a Taco Bell. I was in high school, so peak, and it was, I believe, the 79, 89, 99 cent menu.
Oh,
and it was.
I do remember Frosties were 99 cents for a while. Oh my god.
We got the party pack of tacos for like $15, and it fed 4 to 5 hungry young teens.
Yeah, man. Oh, Route 202 in Delaware. A lot of fast food chains, a lot of restaurants. And as an active child with a car, coming home from like a late basketball practice or something, I would do what I would like to call the run, where I would get 2 chicken quesadillas from Taco Bell, drive up the road to get a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, and then on the return trip, hit the McDonald's for a large Sprite and a large fry and barbecue sauce. So I got like I was eating the big 3. It was so great. Probably only spent $20.
It used to be viable to fast food hop.
Can't do it these days.
It's like if they're clutched together.
Oh, there was also a Boston Market on that run.
Damn.
So every now and then, if there were other people in the car, it's like, hey, we're doing a run. And somebody's like, all right, let's get a roasted chicken at Boston Market. Stake up my fucking car.
I did not have a Boston Market growing up, but when I was doing food delivery around the main pandemic time, Boston Market was my least favorite place to go. And they were, for me, as someone working in delivery, it was annoying because they were very slow. But also, like, they're kids. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's like, you're at your shitty job.
They're also making fast food rotisserie chickens, mashed potatoes, green beans, like pork chops and shit. Ugh.
It's just like, I don't expect anyone in fast food to be the top of customer service. You're a kid. I don't care. You're making so little. I can wait in the drive-thru for 20 minutes.
Yeah, what's it to me? Gas is 99 cents.
Just hear it out. Like, I'm just trying, like, I have to remind myself of these things of just like, brother, you don't want to cook your own food. You gotta calm down.
Relax.
At these teens. Oh no, you waited 5 minutes.
That's why I love living in this city, because adults do come to the defense of teens who are working those restaurant jobs. Like, just people be like, man, chill out. Just from across McDonald's, like, chill out.
Because it's not like, again, like you said, what's it to you? Go home. Then.
I'm sorry you waited 20 minutes for your fucking Happy Meal because you want to sell the toy on eBay, asshole. Go home.
Be kind. It's what we're saying. And kid gets on bail. They come out. Everyone, now it's like the actual good night.
Yeah.
Play says goodnight to Charisse. And she's like, we'll kiss later. Kid says,
but don't forget, because Play gets in the car and like Martin Lawrence is like, and Play goes, I got any lipstick on my face? And
that's right. The time in your life when you are like, hey, I went on this date and I'm trying to do something with this girl. But there's like 3 of your boys in the car.
Maybe they picked you up.
Yep.
You know, it could have been one of those. You got to tell them something.
Yep.
It's like, we ate Rita's and had a nice time. Second base stuff.
Shook hands.
I'll never wash this hand again, bro.
Please do.
My man. Slapping 5. Oh, boys.
I'm not in any friend groups where that's still a thing in your like 40s, because that seems terrible.
God.
Me and my wife, you know.
I will run from any man who wants to tell me about that stuff. I don't want to hear about it from any adult. Keep that to yourself. Like, dating horror stories, like, fine. Like, you know, oh, this date was terrible. Like, this guy was weird. This girl was weird. Like, that's fine and funny as long as it's like harmless and nobody is being made to feel super uncomfortable in those moments, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm not with it. The conquest, like, talkbacks, like, no.
No. Yeah. We're done with
We're
that.
done. We're almost done with the movie, though.
Yeah, but Kid's not done because they drop Tisha off. They make out a bunch, and then maybe my other favorite thing in this movie is the conversation they have afterwards. Because again, they want to know details, what happened. Kid is on. He's just like, yeah, we wanted to, but like we didn't have any protection. And then Play says the wildest fucking thing.
Say it.
Of just like, who cares? You should have done it. If she gets pregnant, that's on her. That's not your responsibility.
A crazy line.
You sound like your dad. And there we get the like, you're a good kid. Your dad is doing something correct. And just like, and it's presented as this, to me at least, it was like presented as this like very casual conversation. And it wasn't, it's wild. And for Play to say this to me, it wasn't like, wow, Play's like a horrible person. I'm just like, I don't know what his home life like. I don't know what he was raised with.
Right.
Like what is the history behind it? Hints at something that doesn't need to be explained, but it's just like, I think we all have friends who are just like, I think you're just kind of fucking ignorant and you need to like, unfortunately, I don't think you're a bad person. Or
if you want to like make their stories a little bit more symmetrical, like he's like, you sound like your dad. I bet you Kid, you know, in other circumstances being like, man, you sound like your dad or something like that. You know, that seems like a fair jab exchange. And like, even that would have been like fine because it's still like subtle enough. But the way that, like you said, it's just matter of fact, the way that these two guys think, and we don't linger on it for very long. It's not like the biggest problem in the world, but it is highlighting what 1990 is like for most men. Like that's a lot of where their headspace is. Which, you know, I don't know. Right now, it seems like people are trying to get back to some of that stuff, which is like a little sad that the male condition has not progressed to a more enlightened state. But I think this is I have like in my notes because like we'll get to the buttons on this. So here, Kid sneaks back in, thinks he's home scot-free, takes off his clothes, about to get in bed, and then you hear snap, the snap of the belt, because Robin Harris is there, and over the credits, you just hear Kid getting his ass whooped by his daddy.
That was wild. Over the credits, again, almost 30-year-old man getting spanked.
And Robin Harris has so many lines. Like, oh, what a session in the booth for Robin Harris, where he just gets to just say whatever. But I wrote down, as he's whooping his ass, boy, I'm going to whoop your ass till you sleeping, because I'm wide awake. I'm going to whoop the cowboy out of you. Yeehaw! He's like, Dad, come on, Dad, ow! And then we do get a post-credit sequence. Those cops are finally going home from their shift. And they try to make them almost sympathetic because one of them's like, well, you know, my mother's sick and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but the whole reasoning was like, I don't know how many times I'm going to get these cookies. You ate my grandma's cookies.
That's right, the grandma's cookies.
There's a finite amount.
She can only bake for so many more years. And then they get their comeuppance because the roof that was blown off in the dream sequence comes from space and lands right on them. What a nice practical effect as We see the dummies get crushed by the roof, and that's the real end of the movie. But man,
Yeah. I'm glad I finally got to watch it. I'm so sad I didn't watch it at the time. Yeah, I think I feel like there's a lot of these 90s. I need to go back. There's a lot of these 90s movies that I need to go and watch.
yeah, and like in my like kind of closing notes, like so many movies like take this like this core of like it's about a friendship, like, and we talked about Key and Peele, like definitely has to pull a lot of references, voices, comedic beats. Like it's one of these movies that I think also in the 90s, like looking at the cast list and the voices and the collection of current and up and coming entertainment figures that are still here today. Like I still listen to George Clinton's music. Like Martin Lawrence is a superstar. Tisha Campbell's a superstar. Ken Play are superstars. Like I wrote like How High and Friday. They take the essence of this, and in their appropriate eras and timelines, they fill that gap of like two guys being friends, trying to have a good time. Like it's so great. And like we talked about, how progressive this movie is, and the characters that we see, like the spectrum of blackness in this movie is astounding. You got the ghetto, you got the upper crust, and everybody in between, the bullies, the thugs, the working parents, the non-working parents. Like it's all present. But like it's not stigmatized. It's too early to be a trope. Like, man. And if you told me like that Method Man and Redman did not watch this movie, I would tell you are lying. Because How High, like the dream sequences, the effects, like the way that the parties are shot, it's so good. Like if we watch House Party 2, I bet you beat for beat How High will hit those, like hit almost every part of it. It's so good. So if you didn't know, now you know to watch House Party, the 1990 film.
Watch House Party, the 1990 film. What a great way to cap off the podcast, because we're quitting. No, we're not quitting. How mad would everyone be?
It would be if we just quit with the non-Dragon Ball episode at the end.
It's like, we did it. This is the number we had in our head. We got there.
So yeah, thank you all for doing this little swerve for us on our 400th episode. But we felt like it was absolutely time to talk about this movie and maybe create a new mini series. So let us know. I did happen to watch House Party 2023 after watching this, just so I could. And Aaron, I think maybe you should just watch this movie when you have a chance.
Okay.
After watching House Party. Yeah.
Well, look, we got it for the Patreon. For the monies.
That's right. So if you're not there already, we are on Patreon, patreon.com/Kame House Party. We just did our Goku Day charity stream where we watched what was it? Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, Bio Broly Second Coming, and BoJack Unbound. We watched that with a bunch of friends. We raised a bunch of money for the ACLU. The campaign is closed, but if you want to check out the fun afternoon that we had and evening, you can go over to Patreon, and for $3 a month, you get access to that one and the one that we did in 2025. So that's like 8 Dragon Ball movies right there for you. And Tokyo Treat is a sponsor of the podcast. So you can go to team.tokyotreat.com/Kame, use promo code KAME at checkout to get $5 off your first Tokyo Treat box. Tokyo Treat is a Japanese snack subscription service. You get a different box every month with different snacks. I've been eating these salted caramel Kit Kats. You can only get them in Japan, but I got them in the Bronx. And it's great. Always has been, continues to be. Look, I got a lot of plugs. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say that, so I guess it'd be this weekend? Next weekend. No, this weekend coming up. When this is released, our podcast network, Moonshot Podcast Network, which we're a part of, they are doing Moontropolis, a 3-day charity stream. And they are doing it to raise money for advocates for trans equality.
Yes.
Another very good cause. So please tune in, twitch.tv/Moonshot Network, to watch this weekend. Donate if you can. They're so good at streaming.
They're very good
over at Moonshot. It's insane.
Yeah.
So
I jumped in last year for the Trans Lifeline or Advocates for Trans Life stream. It was great. It's a lot of fun. They put on a great show. You are going to be entertained for 3 straight days. So check out moonshot.tv.
Free entertainment, if nothing else.
Free entertainment. But no amount is too little to donate to a good cause. Remember that.
Yeah.
Also, remember, your boy's going to be busy in June.
Yeah, lay it on.
So hopefully June 6th, I'll be doing another UC Black. That's live and live streamed Saturdays 7 p.m. And then June 12th at 11:30 at the Theater for the New City, Shonen Chumps is going to be performing improvised anime as a part of Del Close Marathon 2026.
Woo-woo.
Up on the website now. If you're in the area, get your tickets because they're going to sell. And I'm also doing another show on the 13th. I'm going to be performing with UC Black at DCM on the UCB main stage at 1 p.m. A little afternoon improv delight for you. And also on June 25th is my third sketch show with Boogie Manja and my team Fine. So follow at fine.sketchcomedy for details on upcoming shows if you're in the area. And eventually we'll get some clips up there so you can see the shows and see me perform all the scripts I'm reading. I got to study lines after this. It's a wonderful group and a wonderful team. So please, please, please come support the Boogie Manja Sketch Collective.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we can party on out of here. We'll come back to Dragon Ball next time. Next time on Kame House Party. It'll be next time on Dragon Ball.
Exactly. How do we wrap this one up?
Well, the same way we always do.
That's right. Whether you are whether you are paying $15,000 for a goddamn house or you and your friends are just trying to blow the roof off, you gotta keep fighting. The hell, this Dragon Ball stuff my boy's been watching. All my boys watching Dragon Ball. Why? Didn't their balls drop already? I like this Piccolo guy.
Something about him.
Is he a pickle? Come on, boy, tell me, is he a pickle? Why is he green?